What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Breaking the Baits. It's me, Narik, and I have with me Miss Madam B.
Hello.
And today we're going to have a review slash discussion about this horror slasher film called Most Likely to Die. We just sat down and just watched the film, and we're just going to go ahead and just jump right into it. What did you think about the movie?
Overall,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of hard to get into. I mean, really couldn't follow it.
Yeah.
It was hardly no plot. Characters were kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Now, the movie, Most Likely to Die, is about this group of friends that were coming together for their 10-year reunion, and they began getting killed off one by one. And I'm with you on it. I found the movie to be very uneventful.
Yes.
It was completely, and I'm not sure if it was all of the movie, but it was just like every different aspects: the characters, the acting, the music, the story. Nothing captured me. I did not identify with really none of the characters. What did you think about the characters? I thought, to me personally, they all felt cliche.
Yeah. They had maybe a little bit of a backstory. They didn't kind of, how they're told a little bit about, well, what had happened to them in the 10-year gap. And but other than that, it was just a little bit. They didn't kind of dwell on it, and things really didn't start jumping off until the very end.
Yeah.
And the story, the reason, about the killings and all that, it
wasn't
no.
like the motivation was. It was interesting. You kind of could get behind it, but at the same time, it was like it wasn't compelling enough.
No, I really didn't see a reason as to do all that for that reason.
So like none of the characters really captured you.
No.
I mean, me neither. I thought some of them were pretty interesting. I didn't like the whole Gabby and what was the other guy? The one that she had the past with.
Campbell.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of that's probably one of the most stand out of them, but it was also cliche.
Yeah.
Just like they had the black dude with the blonde girl. How they was like, well, I used to like you in school, and I didn't think I'd have a chance. And then what happened?
Yeah.
They got intimate like within like 5 minutes, which I'm not I ain't tripping about that, but it just felt cliche. And they gave stories, some stories about what happened to them, but all of the stories felt past tense. Like none of them said, well, I'm married now, I have kids or anything like that now.
Right. It was a 10-year gap. I did call it on Gabby and the dude, Campbell, as to why they stopped speaking. That was the reason why. When they were teenagers, had a little bit of a baby bump kind of in there, and so they stopped speaking. But she, of course, she still had feelings for him. You could see it in her face, and he still had feelings for her.
Which kind of, I felt like another issue that was with the film that I had was that it felt too convenient.
Yeah.
Because honestly, he should have died. He should have died. But they felt like it felt so convenient. Like, okay, he should have probably bled to death. He didn't bleed to death. He probably should have got shot during this sequence, but he didn't get shot. The part where, and let's talk about the killer's costume design for a second. Did that remotely just catch your interest? It was original. I mean, do you think it was like original?
Yeah, it was original. I haven't seen nothing like that. The way it was designed, graduation cap, gown, but the cap was deadly. It was really sharp. It was deadly.
Honestly didn't like it.
Why not?
Because it was like a person wouldn't do that. I mean, if it was probably like on the school campus or something, okay, I could understand him possibly putting that on. But he was at the house in the middle of nowhere with them, and they were in a graduation thing, and it just kind of felt stupid. It was like, it was cool, and it was original.
Yeah, it was original, but yeah, okay, I understand that.
But it's like it didn't quite fit. Like it was like the movie is graduation themed, but they tried that was like going overboard with it.
Okay.
But like,
did you hear what they were gonna be doing at the reunion? Did anybody mention that?
I honestly don't know. I don't think they talked about, like, I think they mentioned other students, but not like that. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, I can't wait to see so and so. He's gonna be at the reunion, or she's gonna be at the reunion, or I was talking to this person and they could not make it come in here, so they're gonna be at the reunion tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Like, that's one thing I thought about. Like, I think they should have done a better job of putting exposition, because if this reunion is so important, it should be more to it. So you saw this movie. I think it was interesting, just the execution, because the story, for the most part, was bland. Like, I agree with you on that. I could not. It was hard getting into it because there was nothing gripping me. The characters didn't grip me. The story didn't grip me. It just, nothing was interesting about it at all. The characters could have done could have had a lot more work done with them. I will say I did like the dynamics between the characters. I thought that was actually done pretty well. Like, you can tell that these people are actually friends. Mm-hmm. The way they talked and joked and stuff.
Okay, what about you said something. What did you say about the? You haven't mentioned the deaths, have you?
Oh no. Mm-mm. I personally think that even though some of the deaths I think were kind of not over the top, but like highly unlikely.
Like, what was with the slashing of the throats?
Like, I didn't mind that. That's like a quick way to get somebody out the picture. I was like, okay, sweet. So but what I mean by like actual, like over the top, mm-hmm, or unlikely, like, what was the one where the girl burst into the room and she tried the girl was like, where's DJ? And what happens? Dude kicks the door in, throws the hat, and it cuts her across the throat. Yeah. Like, I was like, that was interesting, but the scene after that is where I was like, okay, that's not likely.
Okay, what happened after that?
That's the part when he jumped on her back and like tore her head off.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you already got the artery. She's dead.
Yeah, he didn't tear nobody else's head off.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually took the time and got down there and was tugging mm-hmm, till her head just came off. And, just anybody could have grabbed him when he was down there tugging, mm-hmm, and tuffled him to the ground. Mm-hmm. So, I get
I will say another thing that they did great besides, like, the character interactions is the fact the practical effects were done pretty good. They actually, like, when he threw the hat and cut the girl in the neck, it looked like it cut her neck. Mm-hmm. So, honestly, they did a great job with the practical effects. They like, thumbs up to them for that. They got anything right, it was that. Some of the deaths were interesting. Some were uneventful.
Yeah, well, the girl with the lights, the first one who got killed,
I still don't understand how she got caught. Because he was, like, supposedly chasing her. Yeah. But how did he get into that shed before she even got by the shed?
Exactly. She kept looking back like he was behind her. Mm-hmm. But, there was nobody behind her. And I guess when Okay, the front door, he locked it.
Which I don't understand why she couldn't get out. She could have just twisted the lock.
I think, I don't know, alarm code? I don't know.
I don't know.
Or maybe she would, like I said, she could have ran around the front from the back. Mm-hmm. There always have to be a way to get to the front from the back.
Yeah, so, it is a way around the front from the back.
Anyway, but yet she went down the path that led to I guess it was the generator room.
Yeah. Generator room. The girl's name Ashley. Another thing they did with this movie I did not like was the casting. Not that the people did bad performances. It was like everybody was like the epitome of humans. They all looked like models. There was nobody that seemed like they had any character flaws. Nobody with a limp. There was nobody that was like overweight. There was nobody that was underweight. Everybody was just like, they just ran like a marathon like every day, and they was all physically fit. Like, remember the scene where the one girl, Caleb's, whatever the girl name that was with him, not Simone, Campbell,
Bella.
Well, yeah, this is what I was gonna make the comparison. Bella looked almost exactly like the girl that came with Campbell. Like, they almost looked alike.
Hold up, Bella was the girl that came with Campbell.
Well, who was the girl?
Simone.
No, who was the friend, the gay girl?
That was I forgot her name. I really did forget her name.
No, Jade is the girl.
Yeah,
Jade is the girl that came with
lesbian.
Campbell. No, Bella was the girl that came. Was the friend? Jade was the girl that was that came with Campbell.
No, look again.
I'm telling you, it was her.
No, Bella was a supermodel.
So, anyways, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bella looked just like Jade. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah. So Jade, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so Jade was the homegirl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, okay. So, but this is what I mean. The casting was, you have a woman that's actual model, and then you just kind of come off and have Jade. Jade looks just like her. Mm-hmm. And just like Simone looked like she was a model, as well as Ashley. They all looked like they were models, just like the dudes. All the dudes,
especially Ray.
All of the dudes looked like they were models. So I think they should have had a bit more diverse of a cast. Again, and the characters, they were cliche. They were cliche. We had the two lead characters had a troubled past together. Then you got the one black dude that happened to like another girl, happened to like the girl or whatever. One of the other students, and they end up getting romantically involved. They had the gay chick. They had the slutty chick. They had the gay dude. That was kind of like I don't want to say he was a nerd but he had the camera.
Yeah, that was the prankster.
No, that was DJ. And DJ was the prankster.
Yes.
So they all...
Okay, I noticed something. The ones, like the three main characters were also the ones that actually made it out. Like, didn't damn one of them get killed?
And that was another thing I thought about. That's why I say it was up to convenience.
Like, they really should have at least one of the mains not make it out.
And to me, it did most of the characters seem like they were forgettable. When Simone died, I was like, who the hell is Simone?
Right. I didn't... Right. Like, Simone, okay.
When Bella died, it was like, I kept getting her and Jade confused. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, they really didn't...
And in fact, Bella didn't even seem like she had an actual role in the movie, because she didn't go to school with them.
No, she was trying to do that as a benefit. That's why Campbell, which is, Brad, brung her so she can meet Gabby.
It just felt like she just, like, they wanted to kill some. They had to have a certain amount of people die, and it came up to the last 3 people, and they said, all right, we're just bringing another character instead of killing off one of them.
Okay, but if the killer's motive at the end, remember what he said, they treated the dude like crap, then Bella shouldn't have got killed. She wasn't nowhere near. She didn't go to school with them, so that was just. And he took off her head, so
yeah. So that
he done her the worst, I think. Besides Lamont. Ooh.
Yeah, Lamont, the black dude.
Yeah.
Shoved that hockey stick down his throat. I was like, ew. So they did a great job with the practical effects. When people got killed, it actually looked like they got killed. Great job to those guys. So, and one thing I did rant about it was I did not like the dialogue and the way the script. Some of the events when it came to the script, we had the one girl named Ashley who was dead, and they found her body finally.
Yeah.
But what were they doing? They were like talking. They were like having these meaningful talks, and it was like they weren't thinking like, "Hey, there's a killer on the loose," or nothing like that. We ought to band together and watch out for each other. It wasn't like that.
Okay, and anyway, why would you? The girl was already dead. Why would you stay behind until I'll watch her? Like she gonna get up?
Yeah, like that. And remember, I told you the one sequence where I told you where the girl said Campbell was going into shock. She didn't like it. I was like, the dude's stabbing, bleeding.
Yeah.
Why would you say he's going into shock? I don't like it. Like, it's bad dialogue.
Yeah, it was I couldn't really follow the movie. It was kind of but it's just one of those movies where it looks like it might be good, but then you watch it. But at least that's one movie you can say that we have watched.
And even honestly, the whole ending was completely lackluster.
Yeah. I
mean, we got the motivation. I thought the motivation again. I thought it was understandable. And you're like, okay, well, we did ruin this guy's life, some payback. So I can understand that, but I don't think it was compelling enough for him to actually.
Okay,
do
but
it.
he actually was. He actually helped too, but he was doing. I could see if it was somebody close to that dude, and then.
Yeah. I guess that's what I mean. Well, I can understand a person being. I can understand a person doing it. Maybe not him. That's why it doesn't seem like it was compelling enough.
Like you said, we're gonna go to a reunion and kill the rest of them. Okay, but you done it too. You was part of it too.
So, honestly, this movie was. I'm not gonna say it was terrible. But I gave it. I'm gonna rate it 2 out of 5.
Same.
So, I mean, as far as a slasher film or whatever, it's just uneventful. There's nothing good to go with it. There's nothing crisp to go with it. It's just what it is. So, well, I guess that's it for this review / discussion. Guys, in the comment section below, let us know, what did you think about Most Likely to Die? Do you think it was a good movie? Do you think it was a terrible movie? If you're a woman, tell us which one of the guys you thought was actually the hottest. And if you're a chick, go ahead and tell us which one of the dudes you thought was the hottest. So you know what I'm saying. I think I butchered that. Yeah.
I vote for Ray, even though he had a little small part.
I gotta give it to Bella before she lost her head.
Yeah, I mean, you were looking.
Yes, I was. Oh, and they did a lot of exposition on some half naked bodies. So for those who like to see women with like little bikinis on and dudes with no shirts, you might enjoy just those little bitty moments that they have in the film. But anyways, guys, again, join us, hit the like button and subscribe. And is there anything else you want to add to this?
No, none.
All right then, guys. This is me, Narik, and Miss Madam B. We are officially going to sign off after a few more seconds because it's gonna be 20 minutes. All right then, guys. We'll catch y'all later. Peace out.